When the first season of Infinity Train was released to the world, people were surprised. Tulip's adventures on the train that lasts forever were so interesting to follow for a multitude of reasons. We wanted to find out the answers to every mystery surrounding the train, we had to see her come face to face with her family problems, we watched everything play out from train car to train car, never knowing what would happen next. And when her journey did come to a close, things weren't as satisfying as they could be. We didn't know a whole lot more about the train than when we started. It turns out that was the perfect gateway into Book 2, Correct Reflection, which surprised fans because Cartoon Network had promoted the show as just a 5-day event. So now here we are with Book 2, which follows the mirror version of Tulip introduced in a previous episode, along with two brand new characters, fellow passenger Jessie and magic dear friend Alan Dracula. You read the title of the video, so it's no surprise that I loved Infinity Train's second season, but why? What made it stand out from so many other Cartoon Network properties? Well, one of the best parts about Book 2 is that it's different, and it doesn't try to retrace steps from the previous batch of episodes. For one thing, the new characters have a dynamic unlike anything from Tulip, Atticus, and 1-1. Mirror Tulip is only a very loose connection to the previous main character, since she acts completely different and strives to find her own identity throughout the course of Book 2. Jesse is enthusiastic and carefree, but has a sad past of his own and he hopes to eventually redeem himself. Alan Dracula doesn't speak, but he's always there supporting our other heroes. He's just super cute, and the dynamic among these three is really fun to watch. What makes Correct Reflection especially interesting is that it tackles completely new ideas not presented in Book 1, The Perennial Child. It focuses less on finding out the mysteries of the Infinity Train and more on the character conflicts. Getting off the train is of course still an objective, but that sort of thing takes a back seat as MT and Jessie explore the endless amount of paths to take. It's all about everyone figuring out who they really are, and there's also the ongoing threat of the mirror police around every corner that keeps things exciting. But taking a step back from just Book 2, Infinity Train in general is more unique than almost anything else we've seen on Cartoon Network. It's hard to make an anthology series work when people become so attached to certain characters that later disappear, but I think Infinity Train managed to pull it off. With each book, we follow a new lineup of characters, but the fundamental rules within the universe stay the exact same, and everything we learned from the previous episodes is still very much relevant as the train continues. Something else I loved about Correct Reflection is that it was never afraid to get dark or take risks in where the story went. MT's battle with the mirror police was also a battle with herself as she struggled to fit in and find where she belonged. She ends up killing the two police in the end, feeling very little remorse because of the way they've treated her. She doesn't want to be seen as just a mere reflection of someone in the real world, and instead, she wants to be her own person. This theme of identity may not be directly related to anyone in real life, cause obviously mirror people don't exist. Unless they do, sorry mirror people. But the ideas still stand. Everyone can relate to the struggle of figuring out who they are, and it was perfectly demonstrated with MT. Now, Book 2 wouldn't be very fun if the cars themselves were boring, but each and every one added something new that was always interesting to watch. A map car that continues to update after pieces are picked up? Like, come on, that's so cool! Even something as simple as a Kick the Toad car worked well, since it was the conversations between the characters that drove the story forward. My point is, everything here seemed to expand upon the original 10 episodes in every way imaginable, and the cars were simple but creative enough to keep my attention. Also, from a technical standpoint, the series looks and sounds amazing. Every little ominous background, every little sci-fi sound effect, it all came together for an immersive experience that made it feel like you were on the train with MT, Jessie, and Alan Dracula. Despite how absurd the concept is, this world still felt alive and believable. So overall, I'm willing to admit that Infinity Train is one of Cartoon Network's best shows in years. For anyone who's losing faith in modern Western animation, this is an experience you really need to tell them about. There's no official word on a third book as of right now, but there's a pretty good chance we'll be seeing even more adventures on the train that goes forever. I am looking forward to every single episode. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.